Hey guys, what's up? It's Dreadscape Gaming here, and today on the channel we are going to be taking a look at a sleep build for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak using dual blades, because dual blade weapons in particular are the easiest way to procure sleep and various other status elements in Monster Hunter. It's always been that way for the most part. So let's jump into the build, shall we? So we're going to be using Nightmare Frilled Claws Plus. This is the Somaconf Dual Blades. It has 330 attack, a lot of white sharpness. Unfortunately, there's no dual blades that have purple sharpness that have a good amount of sleep element. It has sleep, 24 element, a level 2 socket, and a level 1 socket with a rampage slot 2. Next up, we're going to be using a full set of Risen Mizuha armor. So Risen Mizuha headdress. This gives you a level 4 socket and a level 2 socket. It has peak performance level 3. Naturally, everything else is jumped in. Risen Mizuha robes gives you a level 4 socket. This gives you build-up boost and Camellia's Blessing, as well as Warbug Whisper level 1. Naturally, everything else is jumped in. This is a Risen Mizuha sleeves. This gives you a level 4 socket, a level 2 socket, and a level 1 socket. This gives you build-up boost level 1, Camellia's Blessing level 1, and Foray level 1 naturally. Here, Risen Mizuha sash, excuse me. This gives you a 2 level 4 sockets. Here, it gives you Warbug Whisper level 2, Foray level 1, everything else is jumped in. Here, Risen Mizuha Gators. This gives you a level 4 socket, as well as 2 level 1 sockets. This gives you Build-Up Boost level 1, Camellia's Blessing level 1, everything else is jumped in. For my Pellants, I'm using Underworld Pellants, but you can use whatever you want. For my Talisman, I have a Critical Boost level 3, with a level 3 socket and a level 1 socket. It also happens to give us War Attack level 3, but it doesn't matter for this build. We just want the Critical Boost level 3 with level 3 socket. So if you want to replicate this build, you're going to need at least a Critical Boost, a level 3 with a level 3 socket involved. Alright, so let me show you the actual decos before we get into the full build. Here in the weapon, you're going to want Evasion Jewel 2 and a Grinder Jewel 1. Here you're going to want a Sleep Jewel plus 4 and a Tenderizer Jewel 2. Here you're going to want a Foray Jewel plus 4. Here, you're going to want a Trigger Jewel 3 and a Tenderizer Jewel 2 and a Shockproof Jewel 1. Here, you're going to want a Hard Brace Jewel 4 and a Trigger Jewel 3. Here, you're going to want a Sleep Jewel plus 4 and 2 Steadfast Jewel 1s. Here, you're going to want a Tenderizer Jewel 2 and a Steadfast Jewel 1. And when you put it all together, I will show you exactly what skills you have here. Let's look at full breakdown of the armor. 365 attack, element with sleep at 33, no affinity, but we have skills that are going to mitigate that problem. Defense is 989 defense, that's with maxed out armor spears in every piece of the gear, as well as augmented force at least plus 10 in defense stability wise. For the resistances, we have fire resistance minus 22, water resistance 8, thunder resistance 3, ice resistance 18, dragon resistance minus 12, so we have to watch out for fire and dragon monsters. Full skills here, sleep attack, level 3, increase the rate of sleep buildup. Sleep buildup has a maximum limit. At level 3, sleep buildup plus 20%, bonus of plus 5. Evade window level 4 extends the invulnerability period when invading, so at level 4 just basically greatly increases that evade window. Camellia Blessing level 4 is not going to have really too many practical effects here, outside of the fact that we can negate major wind pressure, so pay no mind to that, it just comes with the armor. War rate level 3, increase attack power and affinity when attacking a large monster affected by poison, paralysis, or an elemental blight. This is not going to really matter too much with the sleep element, but if we were using poison or paralysis, which we have in previous builds, it will matter. Peak performance level 3, increase attack when your health is full. At level 3, attack plus 20 while active. Critical boost level 3, increase the damage of critical hits. At level 3, increase damage dealt by critical hits to 40%. Weakness exploit level 3, increase the affinity of attacks that exploit a monster's weak spot. At level 3, attacks that hit weak spots have 50% increased affinity. War attack level 3, pay no mind, it's in the talisman. Stun resistance level 3, reduce stun duration. At level 3, prevents stun. Flinch free level 3, prevents knockbacks and other reactions to small damage. At level 3, prevents knockbacks and tripping. Wirebug Whisper level 3, improves your handling of wirebugs. At level 3, also increases passive recovery rate while on the ground. Build up boost level 3, which is going to be important to build up sleep. Increase attack power when you land attacks that build up poison, paralysis, sleep, blast, or exhaust. This also includes ammo, files, and coating for exhaust only, so if that's the case. Alright, at level 3, while active, increase attack power by 20%. Status trigger at level 2, perform a perfectly timed evade just as a monster attacks to trigger abnormal status buildup on hit. So at level 2, while active, duration is 8 seconds. At level 3, it would be 12 seconds. I don't have a space to put it outside of taking out the Ferragial, so you could do that if you wanted to. But it's very hard to get Stash Trigger to pop on this build anyway, quite a bit. Speed Sharpening level 1, just because it's nice to have, and we had some extra sockets. Shock Absorber level 1. I recommend this if you're going to be playing multiplayer. Disable damage reactions when you hit a friend, or when a friend hits you. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, when you're playing sleep builds, you are going to want to have bombs with you, so that you can do what is called sleep bombing runs. Also, keep in mind that if you're playing online, a lot of the time people do not know of the nuances of sleep bombing, so it's best to use sleep weapons when you are playing single player only. And if you are playing a multiplayer hunt, in the beginning of the hunt, let them know that you're using sleep. But in my experience, anytime I've used a sleep weapon while playing online, you will most likely have your teammates waking up the monster, which has always been kind of a big pet peeve. So that's my disclaimer. Now, for the demonstration for today, we're going to be using my favorite punching bag, that being the Great Azuchi. Now, keep in mind, with a sleep bomb type of weapon, this is going to be one of those situations where the monster is going to take a little bit quicker to kill. This is not something that you would use in terms of a build for speed running content. Usually, if you want to speed run things, you would use like a paralysis weapon where you could stun lock it, or a blast weapon, or one of the many elemental weapons that works great for dual blades. I have covered all those builds in the past. Simply go into my playlist for Monster Hunter Rise Endgame builds, where I have shown all those builds for endgame weapons and gear using the Primordial Mazzano build. This is one of those builds where if you're bored with what you're rocking and you want to try something different, this is an option you have, as well as if you just kind of want to play around with sleep. I do also have a Gunlance sleep build that I'm working on that I will be showing off in the not too distant future. As you can see, with dual blades, you go into demon mode already, as you can see. Ooh, perfect. So we're just going to hit it, wake the monster up. I won't even have to use my air bomb. You're going to do the same thing as the last time. You don't want to stun lock yourself. Let's dodge. Oh, we didn't get stats build there. Okay, we knocked the monster down. Look at that. The monster is already sleeping here. So if we want to, what we could do here is we can set our 2 Mega Barrel Bombs. Ooh. They knew what was up. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my katana and aim it for that. Okay, good. So the monster fell asleep again. In theory, with this build, on smaller monsters, you can proc sleep at least 12 times sometimes, if you do your damage rotations right. I'm a little bit out of it because I don't have my demon mode up, so let's go. Demon mode. Little guy took the hit for him. Let's dodge. Alright, let's go. It also kind of helps if you get a status trigger to proc. As you saw there, we got another hit off. Ooh, what a troll by my teammate, which will happen from time to time. So in this case, when you're out of bombs, what you want to do is just go into your wire bug attack, because that will basically give you wake-up hits. Wake-up hits do way more damage. That's why they were blue and not yellow in terms of their damage. I got hit. Nope. Okay. Cancel into that. Okay, good. Remember, with dual blades, all about evading, getting your damage rotations right, trying to constantly proc hits. I'm going to get hit by that because I was in mid-attack, but that's fine. We were going to get a KO out of that, so it was kind of a 1-for-1. The monster is stunned. Perfect. Let me go back into demon mode here, because you always want to keep your demon mode active as much as possible. As you saw, the monster is already sleeping again. Okay, they got more bombs set up, so we're going to do the same strategy as before for the kunai, because they put it a little too close, or a little far away from the monster, which I don't like to see, but hey, it is what it is. We got another stun there. Good. We're not even using Slugger. That's the ironic thing here, so we're just kind of taking full advantage. On smaller monsters, you really want to go ground the dual blades. On bigger monsters with wider areas, what you would want to do, in theory, if it's going to fall asleep, you're going to probably get that hit off. As you see, the AI a lot of times, what they'll do, I didn't get the wake-up hit there, unfortunately, because I got kind of staggered with the bomb, but it's fine. As you can see, this is all about how many times you can put the monster to sleep. Okay. Monster right now is also paralyzed. That's good. I think we can combo this into sleep. We can. So again, this is more of a shits and giggle type of build, chat. It's not going to be one of those things that gives you speedruns. It's just about how much can we troll the monster and put it to sleep. I gotta be careful. Let me go in here. Okay. That was our teammates trolling us. That's why sleep bombing is kind of one of those things. It's a wall start. Let's dodge. I got hit by the tail. That's fine. Gonna go into demon mode here in a second. All right. We probably might be able to get one more sleep off before the monster dies. Again, we're not trying to go for super fast clear times. We're just really trying to... We got in our sleep. Did I not tell you we were going to get our sleep? Let's see. Are they going to center a trap? They are. Or bombs, I should say. That's fine. Let me see. I think we can get that. I'm going to proc it, even though it was awake, just because I want the extra damage. And the monster goes down. Again, this is not one of those builds where you're trying for a speed run. You're just trying to see how many times you can get the monster to fall asleep. If you have a team that knows how to sleep bomb, and they're using like gun lance, you could actually get some pretty fast clear time, surprisingly, with this. But I'm thinking this is probably going to be somewhere around a 4 to 5 minute clear time. If it's a 3 minute clear time, I'd be surprised, just because we didn't do our damage rotations perfectly. But if you follow the build exactly the way I have it set up, you will be able to put monsters to sleep many times. Keep in mind that certain monsters have a resistance to sleep, so not every monster can be put to sleep easily, like Somocamp in particular, because the Somocamp in particular puts you to sleep, so any monster that can kind of inflict sleep status on you, you're not really going to be able to put them to sleep. So I wouldn't recommend running this weapon against a Somocamp. Instead, I would recommend you take out different options. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak build. As always, a like on this video is greatly appreciated. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, definitely consider doing so, as it helps the channel grow. And I'll be showing off more off-the-wall builds for the moment in Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak as I continue to wait for a Monster Hunter 6 announcement. So let's see, this was a 4 minute and 41 second clear time, which is still pretty good considering the amount of times you put a monster to sleep with this. So we put it to sleep, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 times. Somebody's watching the video, let me know in the comment section. I would be definitely curious to know. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me. As always, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you for the next one. Till next time, guys.